Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm so sorry I haven't been filming recently. I just started back at university, so I've been trying to get completely settled for my first year there. So today basically I decided that I wanted to make over a house in The Sims 4. And a little bit of context behind that. My basement right now is currently being renovated into kind of like my own private little apartment, and I've been looking at a ton of different styles I could choose from, and the modern farmhouse style has really spoken to me recently. So I decided today I was going to make over just a regular house in The Sims 4 and make it into the modern farmhouse type of vibe. So what I did at the beginning of that video there was I just kind of destroyed everything that was already in there and did the layout for how I wanted it to be. However, I did put some rules in place for this. I assumed that this family was making over this house and didn't have a ton of money. So I didn't alter the outside. I don't even think I altered any of the walls inside the house except for maybe adding that half wall there instead of a full wall. I made sure that this was a very financially friendly house for them to renovate. So right here I'm just making the living room. I'm trying to add tons of golds and whites and grays, which I've noticed a lot within the farmhouse. Oh, and a lot of wood. I've seen that is very popular. And on top of that, a bunch of succulents and just other little plants that they would need. Here I am adjusting the lights in the hallway because it was very dark for no reason. And I'm trying to figure out what to do with the backsplash. I ended up going with this kind of exposed brick. I initially had an exposed brick background, but it was a little bit too red and just not quite the vibe. So I went for more of a relaxed white one. And here I am trying to figure out what I want to do with the windows, if I wanted to keep them, which in the end I did. I was debating making a little console area for the TV, but it just didn't work. So here I am creating the kitchen. While I was creating this kitchen, my mom actually came in and started asking me what I was doing and asked me if she could see what I was doing and if I could explain it to her. So here I am kind of telling her all about it in context of that. And so that's pretty cute. I ended up changing everything in the kitchen a few times. I had some reference pictures I was really going off of for this, and some of the cabinets weren't really fitting what I was hoping for, so I do believe I end up choosing that. And I have a nice long island because that's super important in the farm style look. And then on top of that, I wanted a nice wooden table to go with it because a bunch of pictures I had seen on Pinterest had this white kitchen with some sort of medium brown colored table at the side with some nice colorful padding chairs. However, we don't really have any of those in The Sims 4, so I ended up just kind of going with chairs that I liked the most and that looked the most farmhouse vibe-ish. And then I also added a cute little rug underneath of that. And I'm really happy with the way that this kitchen turned out. Honestly, I'm very happy with the way this whole house turned out. I had a little backstory for the people that live in this house, actually. Initially, I believe the house is owned by a family called, the Boys. I think their name is actually the Boys. And I wanted to go for more of, the girls vibe. So I have two different roommates living in this house, or maybe sisters, I haven't decided yet. But one of them enjoys, the white farmhouse vibe, and then I gave the other one kind of a darker farmhouse vibe. I think that's just a matter of their own opinion. I didn't really want to give them this sister or roommate is more sporty. I didn't really want to go into that whole thing. So I more so just went with I'm going to do two different types of farmhouse rooms. And that's what I ended up doing. So you'll see and I gave both of them really nice study areas. I assume that they're probably in university. To be honest, I made this house very with the university mindset, as you can see. So a lot of what you're going to see is based around what I would want for a roommate and what I would want in my university dream house, which I would never be able to afford at this point. But yeah, I really like the way the bathroom turned out in this house, actually. I kind of did a closed off shower and toilet, which I really liked. And I was very happy with the way that turned out for me. So here I am just figuring out how to make the bathtub that I have on the outside kind of fit in a little bit more. And so I'm very happy with the way that this entire house turned out, actually. It's kind of different for me. Usually I go for more of I build the whole house and I make the rooms the exact size I wanted, the bathroom the exact size I wanted for that, and this one I kind of I didn't let myself shop around for houses. I kind of just told myself to choose a house, and whatever house I chose, that was the one I was going with. But I'm very happy with the way that this one turned out, and I'm happy that it all came together in the end. So for this bedroom, this was more of the light colored farmhouse, and I gave her her own private little study nook entirely, like a separate room almost into her office, which I really liked, and I was really upset that I couldn't completely do the exact same thing in the other one, but I ended up finding a way to kind of make that work, which you will see in a little bit. So yeah, I really wanted some whites and some medium browns in there as well, and I added that little nook of a couch, I guess you could call it, in the corner just to kind of even out the room and make it appear to be a little more full without over cluttering it. So here's her little study area. Oh, this is like my dream. I would love this right now. I'm currently living at home trying to do online school, and it's not fun. It's not what I want, but oh well. So here I am in the darker one. I wanted to add some accent walls of this dark kind of paneling, because in the other one I had a lighter paneling. I had some trouble deciding on the bed for this one, actually. Nothing was really quite fitting what I wanted it to look like. So I think I just end up going with the bed I always go to, which is that one right there. Usually I do it in white, but as I said, this is more of the darker room, I guess. So here's her little study nook out there. I really liked hers, actually. I added her closet into there as well. And I really enjoyed, imagine living in this house and being able to just look outside from your reading, and it's just everything right in front of you, and these huge windows. It's just beautiful. So here I am moving on to the backyard of the house. I did splurge and give them a hot tub. I figured they probably had some money in the family or a parent that bought it, but yeah, here's the house, and now I will send you to screenshots.
To say